what is in my yard. What in the heck is that piece of crap doing in my yard? What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Michigan. I've told you guys for a couple weeks now that we're gonna be heading up here to Michigan to do a little bit of fishing. I'm with Sarah's Uncle Scott today. We're about ready to take a boat out on what is a absolutely beautiful little lake right here. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna throw around all kinds of different baits just to see what we can catch. He said there's some big bass in here, obviously all your freshwater species. I'm not even really familiar, like I'm assuming they pretty much have the same kind of freshwater species up here that we have in Kentucky. I've never fished in Michigan ever. Sarah and I have been married for 20 years. Most of her family is from or lives up here and around this area, but for some reason I've just never fished up here. We always seem to have like a tight schedule when we come up, but I made it a point to make sure we were coming out and we were doing a video in Michigan. Now we got to do the hard part. Now we got to go out here and we got to put some fish in the boat. Let's go. All right, guys, so we just had our first bite of the morning. Actually, I had the fish on, but I was trying to get my GoPro turned on and lost him, of course. That's what happens about 90% of the time if you're not rolling when you hook up a fish, is you're going to end up losing it while you're trying to get your camera set up. But I've told you guys before, when I'm out making a video, if I don't catch it on film, then did I even really catch it? Now you guys are seeing me all tangled up. Now we're just in a mess. Professional fisherman right here, folks. Professional. Scott's back here. Bluegill. Scott's back here on the monster. That's a nice bluegill, though. Guys, the fishing's been a struggle so far this morning, but we finally, that's the first one we put in the boat. We've hooked two, but Scott finally managed to put one in the boat. I lost my bass. Scott lost a crappie. And we finally put a bluegill in there, so maybe that's the icebreaker we needed, man. Yep. I'm hoping.
Maybe they're awake now.
They slept in for Labor Day. Oh. All right, guys. First fish of the day for me. It's been a minute. Like, we've been working hard for this fish for sure. Just a little crappie. But, man, it's... I don't think you guys understand how much of a grind it's been to try to catch these fish this morning. Just a little guy, not real big, but a crappie nonetheless. We kind of felt like they were hanging around and just hadn't been able to put a hook in one and get it up. Scott hooked one earlier, but didn't get it in the boat. And I actually switched over just to these little Trout Slayer soft plastic. Same thing we were using in the creek the other day. But these are super effective crappie baits. So once we knew there were crappie here, we kind of switched our focus from bass over to crappie. Let's get this dude back in the water. See, bud. Now, unlike bass, you can catch bigger crappie on these smaller lures, so that's why I switched over to this. I haven't caught a bunch of crappie in a while, so if we get into a little crappie bite here, that'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. Another little crappie. They are small, but there's some crappie. That's okay. I have no problem with catching small fish, Scott. Like, I'm good with anything that's been in a rod. And I mean, guys, in all honesty, tarpon. I'm calling this thing a tarpon. If y'all watch that's a Michigan tarpon right there. Yeah, y'all saw my Oklahoma tarpon a couple weeks ago. What I was going to say was, in all honesty, like the pattern and stuff on a crappie is very similar to a tarpon. Obviously, they're way smaller, but very beautiful fish. So let's get this dude back in the water. See you, buddy. So, guys, I've tried throwing everything this morning. We have thrown a trench hog, which I've got on a bigger hook. Obviously, I've tried throwing rooster tails. I've thrown some crankbaits. Scott's been throwing beetle spins. I think he just hooked up back there. All right, so maybe we found a little hole of them here. Scott's got another one. That's a little bit better one. He's not giant, but he's a little bit better.
Little crappies. Yeah, it's a better one.
Yeah, that's actually much better. That's actually a good crappie right there. That is not bad. Scott just had to come over to the other side of the boat and take the bigger fish from me. That's okay though, I ain't mad. We're catching fish. Y'all can see him right there. crappie are just pretty fish, and if you've never eaten crappie are really good eating too. So it's one of the best freshwater eating fish there is, in my opinion. It don't take much. Oh, that was a good bite. Dang it. But y'all know my theory. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Y'all look at this right here. Just what a beautiful area to come out and fish. Again, I'd never fished in Michigan before, so I've caught my first Michigan fish. I forgot to bring that up when I caught that little crappie. That's the first fish I've ever caught in Michigan. So that was pretty cool. Another reason I feel like these fish just aren't like feeding this morning is because typically once you get into crappie, you're in them and you're going to catch them, you know, especially when they're that small, because they're super aggressive. You're just going to catch a bunch, and that's just not been the case. Like all 3 times we've hooked up on crappie, we have not like caught another one almost immediately, which is, it kind of tells me that they're there, they're just not like going crazy eating these baits. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if you're throwing a trout slayer around and a beetle spin and they're not tagging that, there's not much else you can throw at them and them not eat it. I mean, those are baits that they're gonna eat on a normal basis. There's a log right up here that I'm trying to just kind of cast around and work this little soft plastic and just see if something will come up from that log and hit it. There should be something. I mean, honestly. I put it right on at that time. Oh yeah, that's a fish. I thought I was on the log. That's a fish. I 100% thought I hit a... Uh-oh, guys, there he is. Let's get him in the boat. I told y'all, wherever I go, I'm going to catch bass. There it is, the first Michigan LMB. Y'all know how I feel about my bass. Now, he's just a little guy. But today, I don't care. We're all about the fish. Yeah, that's right. He is a big one today. I seriously, like, I threw it right on that little log. And I thought I was hung up on that log, but not that it was heavy, just that it stopped moving. And then all of a sudden my line took off. I was like, oh, I got a fish. So that's why there was no talking right there. But nice little Michigan LMB, my very first one. Let's go. Oh, well, that was not a very graceful release, but there we have it. There we go, there's a fish. There's a little fish. Another crappie, there you go. Yeah, that's a keeper crappie right there, folks. We came over to this tree that is laid down and ended up catching finally a nice crappie for me. I've caught a couple crappie, but they've been a little bit smaller. And this is not a like slab by any stretch, but that's a much better crappie right there. So it's been a while since we've caught some crappie on the channel, probably like 2 years. So I ain't mad about these whatsoever. Let's get this dude back. All right, see you, man. Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, for sure.
Coming off of it on sunny days, you can see all the
There we go.
structure they got.
Fish, guys, we are in them now. Is it another bass? No, that's crappie. Yeah, we are in the crappie now, folks. That's back to back right there, back to back. Y'all check that dude out right there. That is a big rabbit. All right, guys, so we are in the crappie now. That in there is not bad at all. And that's exactly why I tied on this little soft plastic, just like I told you guys. This right here will absolutely wear them out. And they're in there by this log. What we're fishing right now is just this structure over there. And we are catching a couple here. So we're gonna get this dude back in the water. Unfortunately, we're not keeping fish today, but we're gonna put this dude back and then see if we can't put another one in the boat. See you, man. All right, so we got on a nice crappie bite this morning, which I am not mad about whatsoever. Huge shout out to Scott for bringing me out this morning. I greatly appreciate it. We had a great time. It was a little slow, but not, I mean, anytime you go out and catch crappie, it's a good day. And then of course, we scored that Michigan largemouth bass, because y'all know, wherever I go, I'm gonna catch bass one way or another. I'm pretty sure one of these days I'm gonna catch a largemouth bass in saltwater. I think it's just a matter of time. Now, maybe not, I don't know, but one of these days we're gonna find out. But right now we're gonna head back to the house. We're gonna go get the PYT, we're gonna get the boys, and we're gonna get some lunch. But it's a special lunch because I think y'all gonna be impressed. Let's go. Put your hand down there. Look at the size of that turkey club. What the heck?
I just got it was supposed to be a cup of chili because I was going to eat off their plates, but I got a bowl, unless that's their cup.
That's a full pound of bacon, y'all.
It's going to fall out.
Might want to cut it up, Chase.
We made it back to Florida, but I already know that it's not gonna be a good day because we brought 2 vehicles back. Sarah beat me home by just a little bit, and I get a phone call from her and she's like, there's something in the yard, don't be mad. And I'm like, okay, what did you order? She's like, I didn't order anything. She's like, but I just want to prepare you not to be mad. So I'm walking over here to see what is in my yard. What in the heck is that piece of crap doing in my yard? Y'all, look at this. What in the world? Somebody abandoned a boat in my yard? Are you? Wait a minute. That says Go Vols. Y'all, this is the SSPOS. This is Brad's piece of crap boat. Oh my God, y'all look. Sorry to hear about your boat trailer. I hope this helps. What, did he give me a freaking sledgehammer to tear the thing apart? Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is not what you want to come home to after being on the road for a week. Not at all. Well, I guess that's going to wrap today's video up. We fished in Michigan. We had a great time. I had not targeted crappie in a while. We started off looking for largemouth bass, but then we ended up, as soon as I saw those crappie, I was like, man, I got stuff to catch crappie with. And that's where I kind of focused my attention, because honestly, I hadn't caught any crappie in a long, it's probably been 2 years, 2 or 3 years at least, since I've caught some crappie. So I was happy about that. I was kind of abandoned my mission for big bass at that point, and I was all about crappie. And I know that's a smaller fish, but I love catching crappie. When I was doing freshwater fishing a lot, hands down one of my favorite species to target. No questions asked. So huge shout out again to Sarah's Uncle Scott for taking me out on his little John boat, which ironically was way nicer than this piece of crap. Y'all leave a comment down below and just let me know what you think I ought to do with this. Like, should I sink it? Should I blow it up? Should I just take it straight to the junk? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I'm not sure why Bearded Brad decided to bring me his piece of crap boat. It's literally called the SSPOS. So I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why is this in my yard? So I guess I'm gonna go call Brad, try to figure out why this boat is in my yard for starters. And then, heck, you know what would be funny? Maybe we should fish from it, because Bearded Brad never caught a fish from this boat. So maybe we should take this boat out and we should catch a fish just to show Bearded Brad what's up. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. Guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. If you're new here to the Cameraman Ron channel, make sure you got that subscribe button smashed. If you don't know exactly how to do that, just click on it. It should turn from red to gray. If it's already gray, don't click on it, because that'll unsubscribe you. Guys, I can't wait to see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. We'll see you soon.